So I'm sure trying to talk to the camera will certainly bring ducks in, so I might as well do it. So I had promised I was going to talk about Dan, because I've had a lot of questions. Where's Dan? Where's Dan? Where's Dan? So I guess it all started early season last year, where Dan was getting all these massive allergic reactions. His lips were swelling up like crazy, and he went through all these batteries of tests. And turns out he is allergic to red meat and fowl, so he can't eat any kind of waterfowl. And he has what's called the Lone Star tick, I believe. And so, for some reason, and you can see this if you want to watch our goose hunt. I'll put a link up here to it. There's a goose that just comes in. It's just circled over him, circled and circled, and he's just not shooting. Finally, it landed on the ice, and he water swatted it. And that was actually the second goose that he had done that on that day, where he just wasn't pulling the trigger. And so he starts saying that he's just not only lost his desire, he can't eat waterfowl or red meat or anything, but for some reason he was also in a job where he was hearing a lot of he's a counselor. He's a counselor for at the time people with PTSD and military guys and firefighters and people who had received a lot of trauma. And apparently they were telling him all these just worst of the worst stories, and something kind of got into his head or something, because not only is he unable to eat it, he just started to lose his desire to even pull the trigger on anything. So last year, he didn't go out that much last year. If you noticed, it was dwindling off. Season 1 and Season 2, he was there almost every hunt. Last year, it started dwindling off. And then this summer, he opted out of the river survival trip. And if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link up to that there. You can look at that. But, he said he's going. And so he doesn't even go on that. So it just hit, for some reason, it seems like his desire just to do anything outdoors, whether it's a survival trip or hunting or whatever, seems to just be gone. So, for a while I was asking him, and he's like, I'm going. And eventually, finally, you just kind of stop asking. So I don't know. It certainly is a big loss to our group. I find myself in kind of a precarious situation, because now Dan's not hunting anymore. Fumbles is not getting any younger, and Aiden, he's going to actually go to a college and get certified to work on those windmills. So he's going to be traveling the country for the next couple of years doing that. Probably he'll be around quite a bit next year, but the year after that, I'm finding myself in a situation where the whole group is kind of disintegrating. I've got the boys to hunt and everything, but it's like I couldn't get Simeon out of bed today. He didn't want to wake up. So I don't know. Certainly not having Dan around is a loss to all of us. And it's not just a loss to the group and loss to the videos, but it's kind of a loss of relationship, because we're not at odds or anything, but I don't ever see him anymore, really. So, maybe he'll get the drive back again to want to start hunting. I don't know. I'm not going to bug him about it. I'm not going to pressure him if he doesn't want to be out here. I really only want to hunt with people that have the same amount of desire and enjoyment and drive to do it as I do, or at least somewhat close. I don't want to be out here with someone who doesn't really want to be here or doesn't have the drive to do it and put in the work. So that's the deal with Dan. There's a chance he'll make an appearance this year, but I wouldn't hold your breath on it. So that's it.